What's up, YouTube? Now you see the title of this video, and you see the image that I have on the screen. The video, actually, that I have on the screen that is going to be reviewed. Now, I'm gonna give a brief intro, a brief intro, and I'm gonna just get right into this video because it's a lot I want to talk about in this video. I've already seen the video, but I want to break down some stuff concerning Myron Gaines. So I want to get right into this. But before we even get into the video, you know, I just want to say that I've been planning on making a video on Myron Gaines. I've been planning on making a video about this dude. And well, I've already made one video, but I said I was gonna make another one because I wanted to expose him, right? I wanted to expose him because of his, you know, because of his worship of whiteness, his anti-blackness that he pushes on his Twitter, on many different platforms that he's on, Rumble and whatnot. I hear he's on there doing stuff. He recently interviewed Tommy Robinson. If you don't know who that is, he's some, you know, so-called white nationalist over there in England. With the whole UK riots going on. I don't even know. I was gonna talk about that incident because the truth behind the UK riots, I mean, it's very obvious what that's about. And Tommy Robinson, he's being, paid by um the elites, right? That's all I'm gonna say though. That's all I'm gonna say concerning that. I don't want to delve too much into that. But they're over there interviewing guys like that. Myron always pushes anti-blackness on his platform, like I said, on his Twitter. And I've been meaning to really expose him more. This musty tether, this musty Sudanese tether who wants to talk all this negative shit about black Americans, black people, but he has no smoke for racist whites. He just doesn't. And it's the same thing with Tommy Sotomayor. A lot of these dudes, they get hit with these wake up calls and shit, as a lot of people like to say. They appear cooning for samboing for racist whites, and then they get exposed and get talked bad about and all this shit. You're gonna see all this in the video that I'm about to review. This Auburn Preacher video. They did a great breakdown. And I've been meaning to make this video, and this really was my best opportunity. I was planning on it, and then once Auburn Preach dropped this video, I'm like, I gotta review this. I gotta break this down because this really breaks down Myron's mindset that I was going to delve into, because he basically exposed himself and he also showed his cowardice, right? But that's all I'm gonna say. We're just gonna get right into this video.
Myron's been worshiping white people, from putting on the hood to working with dudes who basically want him erased. This is one of those Twitter spaces he was in.
Yeah.
So look at what it's called.
Lit comfy hours. Whites only.
But now we get audio from some of
So I'm gonna be pausing a lot in this video. Just disclaimer. Why is Myron Gaines in a whites only Twitter space? Can somebody explain that? See, this already gets into his mentality. Why is he in a whites only Twitter space? And he was probably over there being like, yeah, the Jews, yeah, the Jews, like, because he's trying to pander to these white nationalists who they don't have a lick of sense. They don't know nothing that's going on. They're doing exactly what the so-called Jews they complain about want them to do. That's a whole nother video in and of itself. So he's over there pandering, trying to suck up to them, and they're not going, and you're going to see that in a minute. I'm about to keep playing the video, and you're going to see what I mean by that.
things that these people think about him. And all the censored words, it's their favorites.
He even asked us, he's like, if I kind of break the rules, just hit me up about it, guys, And I agree with him. Like, we gain nothing. Like, one of these comes in, they talk nice. They're like, oh, look, white people deserve their space, and can't we just be friends and blah, blah, blah. But then later that night, they're just get behaviour. I think it was you, Comfy, that was speaking about that guy where a half an hour later he's posting shit like, yeah, as many bitches as you can, and just full behaviour.
Yeah.
Myron Gaines.
Yeah.
Myron Gaines.
The worst thing he said was, don't marry a girl.
I don't.
So look at that. The white nationalists, the white supremacists, they over there talking shit about Myron Gaines. And as of now, I haven't seen Myron Gaines come out with the same rage, the same energy that he does against black people at these white nationalists. I haven't seen him going at white people like he does black people. Because they was talking bad about him. And they gonna keep talking. You keep playing the video and you're gonna hear it. They talking bad about Myron, talking bad about black people. Is he has yet to respond. He got all the smoke for black people all the time. But when them white nationalists get on his ass, Myron Gaines is silent. It's very funny.
Go back to the spot. I think that shit was out of focus. No. Cause now you got me f***ed up.
What he said was crazy. Full on behavior.
Yeah, but Myron likes that. He be put on the hood and he be tugging it to white men.
How he's saying it is crazy.
Right.
What he's saying,
like, if you think about it, if you are actual conservative, the things that the red pill people espouse is completely not in line with how you want your society to be.
The thing he said was, "Don't marry a girl."
Well, see, and here's the thing. He's right about that. I sometimes get mixed up which one's Abba and Preach. Um, I think Abba is the one on the right. Abba, he's right about that. But here's the thing: those guys on that panel, these guys on this panel with this whites only, these are not conservatives. These guys are not. They're not. They're not about family value. They're not about any of that. When it comes to these white nationalists, a lot of these white supremacists, these dudes like this, these guys are degenerates. The very thing they're talking about, saying Myron Gaines is a degenerate, fuck as many bitches as you can and shit. They are degenerate, right? They are degenerate themselves. They calling him degenerate, but the thing is, they also are degenerate. When you have a mentality that is, full of wickedness and evil like that, there is no family value. None of that is with them, because family in and of itself it's a sense of righteousness in that, to make a family and really love your family. You can't love your family and be moving in righteousness and at the same time spewing all this wickedness on this Twitter space they're doing, talking about the hard R's and all this crap and these N words, and they're gonna keep going on and on. You're gonna see these people are not righteous conservative. Like, these people, that conservative word has been thrown around and really diluted because we have so many idiots running around calling themselves conservatives, and they're not really moving on the principles of what a conservative is. These people are degenerates, just like Myron Gaines, who they want to call him a degenerate. They're just in the boat with him. And then it's funny how they're saying N-word behavior as if only black people or black men try to fuck as many bitches as they can, right? As if white men don't try to do that. Like, it just shows their mentality. These people, they will try to act as if any degeneracy or what they perceive as degeneracy that they engage in, they'll act like it don't exist, but they'll try to highlight other people's shit. This is textbook with these white supremacists, right?
So you're 35. What a retarded thing to say.
Yeah, what a idiot. Stupidest thing ever, mate.
This is why we're talking. This is what we were saying yesterday. Like, at the end of the day, they're fucking low IQ. They're low impulse control. Even if they say a few things that are bad.
And here we go with the low IQ, low impulse control. It's very funny when you hear these types say that shit, because they themselves are, every time you hear these white nationalists talk stuff about black people or any other group, they're projecting, right? Especially when they're talking about black people, let's be real. They're projecting their actions, their what they are onto other groups, right? When they say low impulse control, low IQ, every guy on this whites only panel, he's fucking stupid. They're all stupid. I don't know if I see a profile pic of a woman. I don't know if that's actually what, I don't know, but everyone on there, it doesn't matter. They're fucking retarded. Okay. It's just that simple. If they're doing exactly what the elites want them to do, these people are fucking stupid. The low impulse control, there's nothing that has more low impulse control than constantly hurling the N-word around because you think it'll make somebody mad. This is why I really want black people to stop getting mad when a white person says the N-word. Just look at them and laugh. Just mock them. They're going to crash out, and they're going to probably try to attack you while also claiming we the ones below impulse control. But if you just ignore them and laugh at them while they're hurling hard R's, they're going to try to attack you because their whole intent is to try to make you mad to engage them. So black people need to stop getting mad when white people call them the N-word. The word will have no power because ultimately they want to crash out, right? The white person wants to get in a physical altercation with you, but they want to provoke you so then they can turn around and say self-defense and oh, they have low impulse control. They're the ones with low impulse control. They're trying to craft their way into their low impulse control, which is actually kind of funny. They're trying to do crafty, belligerent behavior by calling you the N-word to get you to act first so then they can engage in their low impulse control. So these are crash outs, right? Curling the N-word all day and just trying to make somebody mad. It shows a lack of low impulse control because you can't stop yourself from saying that word. It shows you have low impulse control yourself. And also, these are the same people who advocate for violence against people, killing people. Like, these people have low impulse control. And I'm gonna make another video probably after this one, delving deeper into the mindset of the white supremacists, because I want to show a clip or a picture rather, maybe even two pictures showing really what this whole white nationalism, the Nazi stuff, what all that's about. All of that shit is really the occult. But that's all. Like I said, that's gonna be a real deep video I'm gonna go into because I'm gonna show a picture and an image, and it's gonna really show that shit is all the occult. It's Satanism, and they even admit it in the picture I'm gonna show you in some little picture where they had some document and it was just saying what these people plan, right? It's all Satanism, it's all the occult. I'm gonna get into that in my next video. But these are the people with low IQ and low impulse control. Don't ever let these people try to run around saying black people have low impulse control, low IQ. These people are projecting. Every dude on this panel, he's an insecure, we know what these dudes are. Insecure, racist white boys, crashing out, mad at the world. And their life fucking sucks. And that's why you see the Twitter handle at the bottom, white male cope. That's what this shit is, man. These people are really, really down bad in life.
Or whatever by our standards. Don't fucking fall for it. Don't think that they're on our side. Oh, base. It just doesn't happen. It's just, you know what I mean, though? This is what
I think it's the only reason why some people listen to him. It's because he's a little bit known, but he's still.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And come the end of the day, especially in somewhere like the States where they're just everywhere. What you think these people are going to align? You think they're going to help you? They'll turn on you as fucking quick as anything.
As fast
right?
as a fucking
yeah. Yeah,
you could tell these guys relish in calling black folks the N-word. Like, they like it. And
all right, I fucking got a goddamn phone call. Yeah, sorry about that shit. That my shit, right? I'm gonna try to get through this video, right? But yeah, I went back to the part where we were, so I'm gonna just keep playing the video.
You think they're going to help you? They'll turn on you as fucking quick as anything.
As fast
right?
as a fucking
yeah. Yeah,
you could tell these guys relish in calling black folks the N-word. Like, they like it. And it's not just the N-word case. You can tell their views behind it. And you can hear low IQ, monkeys, all this other stuff. Like, they really see them as inferior. And it's so funny because you see cats like
these guys, these white nationalists, right? And I'm gonna make a separate video on this, so I'm not gonna go on too much with this. But these white nationalists, they don't view black people as inferior. No, they don't. That's one of the biggest misconceptions out there, is that they actually believe black people are like monkeys or whatever. They don't believe that shit. They do not believe that shit. And how you know they don't believe that shit is the fact of how they move, right? How they crash out, right? How they react, how black people got them so pressed, right? You can hear it in their voice. They up there, they're effing N-words, they're effing N-word. Like, the dude is crashing out on like for the whole world to see. We got insecure ass brads crashing out on a panel saying whites only. Like, it's very pathetic for the whole world to see, man. It's pathetic. And he's crashing out, right? Over the existence of niggas, right? Over the existence of black people. He's crashing out. And that's what that really is. A lot of people really don't understand this mentality they have and really are able to comprehend it and delve deep into it to understand the intricacies. But these people are, they have an inferiority complex when it comes to black people. And, this is why they're moving the way they're moving, right? If they really believe black people were inferior like they did, they wouldn't constantly have black people living rent-free in their mind. We live rent-free in the mind of the white supremacists. Black people live rent-free in the mind of the white supremacists. We do. We live rent-free. Rent-free. We got these rents going up all over the place. If really, black people, we got we can actually get some appeasement when it comes to this rent stuff. because we can just go live in a white supremacist mind, rent free. Hell, we might be able to live in that bitch utility free. We live rent free in their mind, man. It's unbelievable how we got them pressed like we do. Our existence got them pressed. But I'm not gonna go on too long with that because that's a whole nother video. But they're crashing out, man. They're crashing out. That's why that Twitter handle you saw, white male cope, is the perfect example of that. It's just they're coping so hard. It's really sad.
Myron constantly cape for white people. He'll talk badly about black women. Black men are undateable, not worth dating. Black women are the lowest on the totem pole. You see most of his childhood friends, everyone he's ever grown up with is just white. He loves caping for white folks. But you recognize that the very power structure he's trying to appeal to, them motherfuckers hate him.
Yeah.
They look at him like, yo, bro, no matter how much of an Uncle Ruckus you are, you still dirt beneath my feet. And look, you'll hear Myron. He'll get online. He'll talk about rappers. I know I hate them. Entertainers, stupid. Black women, doesn't matter what they're doing. But will he speak out against these people?
No, he's not.
He'll keep quiet for his white daddies. He'll put on the hood like he's told to.
For his white daddies.
Bro, keep it a stack. Myron wishes he was white.
304. I'm still alive.
Okay,
Yeah,
so don't want guys.
I don't want
to. Some guys are different about it. Like some dudes are like, yeah, this is gonna be funny. Eskimo Brothers is for a funny story and shit. But and then some guys are like, hell, fucking no. I've noticed with black dudes, they don't like doing that shit. White guys, we're all like, yeah, well, I said we. Yeah, but not me.
He's white, Justin. He's white.
That's insane, man. For you to say we, it just shows his mentality. He really wants to be a brat. He really wants to be a white man. And this is what Myron is going through. This is why you see him on his Twitter making the posts he makes. This is why you see him on all of his platforms he has, whatever platform it is, saying all this negative stuff about black people because he wants to be white and he's trying to pander to these white nationalists. He's trying to pander to these white supremacists. But what he doesn't understand is the white supremacists is not going to accept him because he's black, and he can't really grasp this. He thinks by talking shit about black people that will some way appease them, but look, that's not going to appease them. They hate your existence. And Myron Gaines, for all how he likes to say, he's so intelligent, he doesn't understand this simple concept. And honestly, I think it's going to get to a point to where he's going to have no choice but to fully accept it, because as you see, these white supremacists are just on there. They talking shit about him on the Twitter space, where the whites only Twitter space we just looked at, and they are, it's only gonna get worse. They're gonna really be like, dude, you're a hard R, right? Like, we don't fuck with you. Saying the N word. They're gonna go in on him, and what's gonna happen is, he's going to crash out, and it's going to be very, very, very sad that we're gonna see Myron Gaines. Mark my words. We're going to see Myron Gaines crashing out on a live stream, on Twitter, a post, something like that. And he's going to basically be saying how, he hates himself, and he's been suffering with his self-hate for as long as whenever it started, right? And it's going to be a very sad day. It's going to be a very sad day.
You know what they call that? A Freudian slip. So when you make what appears to be a mistake on the outside, it's actually just a reflection of what you really think.
God damn.
He said we. That's crazy. I have never spoken about another race of people and said
he said we. He's not French.
We. I ain't never been like, man, the way Asians move, like, yo, we move different. That's a weird thing to say. Have you ever done that? When have you ever spoken about women and said we? Like, that's crazy.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man.
That was natural.
I officially just stamped Myron as white.
Yeah. What I meant to say was, when I was in college, I knew that was coming.
And if you're wondering why he's talking about his college days and all that whiteness stuff,
That's why he was hugging him.
that's him in college. Read the caption out loud.
The boys plus our token. Golly. Oh my.
Like, bro, I'm ready to end them. Like, they want to go here and say, you're a Myron. Cool. Fucking Arab guy that literally, like, I hit so many different check marks for the fucking Arab guy.
Did this man just call himself Arab? And I also think I'll do a lengthier project on this, but the Red Pill in general is very, very keen on constantly catering to whiteness in general and degrading blackness. And you notice it's
Yep. And unfortunately, That is basically, see, this is what happens because there's no delineation when it comes to the red pill. What a lot of guys like Auburn preach, they don't understand there are different levels to this, right? That's the white manosphere, right? But see, Myron, you have this influx of self-hating non-whites who are trying to be in the red pill slash manosphere, and they're basically desecrating the name, right? Because the red pill was not initially this. This is like this is some fucking subversion of like I said, non-white white supremacists, right? Who are trying to claim the red pill, and they're injecting their self-hate and worship of whiteness into it, and it's desecrating the red pill.
That goes through all the red pill. Most of the creators I've seen spend a tremendous amount of time speaking poorly about black people and raising white people. What's crazy is that they'll bring people like Nick Fuentes. They don't care if it's Richard Spencer, dudes who literally proclaim.
And we need to have a majority of white people, and white people need to be running America. Only white people should be running the country.
On average, blacks have the lowest IQ.
I feel like I remember there being a leaked phone call and some other stuff that came out too that got you kicked out of school too, no? Was that?
Yeah, that is something.
Something about like if a white girl dates a black person, it's the same as like a dog, something like that, maybe?
You know, enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, they had to drink out of a different water fountain. Big fucking deal. Oh no, they had to go to a different school. Even if it was bad.
This dude Nick Fuentes, I honestly think he's I think he's an agent, but that's that would be a whole nother video in and of itself. I'm not even gonna get into this guy. He's a fucking clown.
Who cares?
That they don't want minorities or black folks in their country. They don't want interracial. They don't want you to hold office or power. They bring these people on and then they suck them off. They suck out that white semen like it might bleach their skin. It's crazy. That to me is the part that I'm like, I can't rock with you. You are so brainwashed and so fucking stupid that you're literally going to come here and champion a man who wants you. You're going to look him in the eyes and smile while the dude is literally holding the blade he wants to press to your neck. And then you want to tell me you're not mentally ill. And he's not like it's sheeps. He's not hiding it. He's letting you know what he wants to do.
Straight up.
He's telling you don't belong. I had to watch Sneeko over here defend Nick Fuentes when he said he's against interracial marriage, which is the very thing that birthed Sneeko in the first place. Sneeko wouldn't even exist if Nick Fuentes was in power. Let's be honest, Mr. Fuentes. You came on here and you said yourself that you are not for interracial marriage and that prescriptively you feel like it shouldn't be a thing within the society because you think it's bad for it.
Like, Nick really, if I listened to this whole call, I don't think he said anything that makes you want to cancel him. I think he's a good guy. He's saying, hey, I love everybody. Is he really being that exclusionary?
That's crazy.
Bro, Sneeko,
I'm not even going to lie. If he had his way and he had, first off, you wouldn't even exist because you're the basis of an interracial marriage. So, but you don't find it kind of crazy that the ideal world that he envisions is one in which you wouldn't exist in? These people are lost. They are not mentally well. While they're speaking on transgenderism and people changing, they literally want to champion people that would erase them. Forget erasing your gender. These people champion people that would erase their whole existence. Think about it.
And that's the thing, right? Myron Gaines champions people who want him dead, right? He champions people that want him dead. He champions people that want him eradicated, right? He panders to people that want him to be eviscerated from existence. I mean, Myron Gaines, like I said, these people are mentally unstable. They're mentally unstable. People like Myron Gaines and all these different cats who are out here, you got Nick Fuentes, right? All of these people, right? Fuentes, like this dude isn't even, he's an Hispanic, but like you have this influx of these non-white white supremacists. It's very strange.
Think about this.
Coconuts in Barbados.
That being said, what did I say that's a lie?
Like, bro, I'm ready to end them. Like, they want to go here and say, you're a Myron. Cool. The fucking Arab guy that literally, like, I hit so many different check marks.
No.
So we take turns.
No, Nick, no, not you.
No. Kidding. I can't. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I heard that some of y'all were raising the salute, so I decided to come back.
Let's go. Poor Sneeko. Pearl rolls out. Oh, come on.
No.
We're down.
No.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go. We're down for whatever.
Let's do it.
Do you realize how dumb everyone has to be? That when you're in a room full of people, that somehow just Pearly Thing seems to be the smartest person. You see her sliding off screen like, what the fuck am I associating myself with? I don't think there's anything wrong with a black person saying they're conservative. I think there's plenty of people who do it ethically while still denouncing race. These people are not it. Something's wrong. And I'll get to like I said, I'll do a lengthy project on the whole race portion of the red pill that I think is insane. But maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you guys feel differently. I would love to hear from you guys. But I think it's very hard for you to sit here and try to tell me that the red pill is not intertwined with worshiping whiteness. When almost every creator that you can imagine from the red pill community, I can point to you videos of them worshiping whiteness endlessly. Now that I've brought it all together, I thought this would be a good opportunity to bridge this from this conversation to a topic of self-loathing and how I feel like Myron, whatever he is, I think he's just an archetype, representative of one, of a lot of people who have a lot of internalized hatred towards their own group and don't recognize that the reason why they constantly speak ill of their own group and then appeal to whiteness or to black, like you might even hear white folks who do this cringe shit. And it like you watch it right now who don't see anything wrong with this, you would 1000% think it's cringe if a white person came out and constantly was whining like, oh my god, white people are so evil, white people are just the worst. Like we've laughed at people like that because it's just like, bro, you're trying too hard when they just suck off minorities and constantly talk shit about whiteness. This is the exact same thing, but from the other end of the spectrum. Exact same thing. Maybe the roots of it are a little bit different, but it's the same kind of behavior. You get what I'm trying to say? And I've known enough people like this where no matter how the conversations progress, eventually comments will come out that are just negative about their own culture, negative about their own people. And it's never balanced out with very positive reinforcements, never balanced out with, oh, these are some things, these people. No, it's always negative. Yeah. And then it's always praising another group. Why can't you be like them? Why can't you be like them? So, I don't know, whenever I've grown up with these types, they've always made me uncomfortable. Mainly because it's just like, if you don't like yourself and what you're about, that's going to show up in other areas of your life. I think it's very difficult to be a happy person and to hate your race, to hate your own skin color. Whether it's in...
And that's why, like I said, Myron Gaines is mentally unstable, right? These guys are suffering from immense self-hate. And this is why Myron Gaines does what he does, right? I'm really letting this video play out because I really want all of this information to simmer without being constantly interrupted. I said I was gonna pause a lot, but I changed my mind in the middle of it. I changed because I really want a lot of this information to simmer, right? Myron Gaines is suffering from immense self-hate, and this is why, like I said, that's why he's doing what he's doing, because he's suffering from this self-hate.
Internalized, you don't realize it, or it's external. How? So just being around people like that has always made me uneasy. But
that's super weird.
Yeah.
That's super weird. But yeah, it happens. There's a lot of people that it happens like that. People are willing to date. They date people that they hate. I've seen that a lot. Mm-hmm. They date people that they hate, or they hate their own selves. It happens. I knew there was something off.
What gave it away? Was it the wearing the Klan hat?
Yeah, that.
I mean, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
You know, the one that made me think this dude was definitely not black?
Monkey noises is crazy.
No, the one that killed me was watching him dance. My man was doing the hokey pokey to a hip hop track.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Booty queen, booty queen, booty queen. Just boys being boys. Booty queen, boys, booty queen. Just boys being boys. But clowns you for dancing cool.
Hey, listen, he can clown me for dancing for as many. Listen, if Myron says you gay, that's how you know you straight. Whatever Myron says, the opposite is probably true. That's why it never bothered me when these niggas said I was gay, because I'm like, I know what y'all be doing behind closed doors. I know who you be laying up in bed with, and I know what color you like to suck on.
And it's okay. It's okay.
What did I say?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay that they like that.
I agree. My whole thing is, I don't like it when I go into a home and all the doors are closed. Open the closet. Come on out. That's all I'm saying. But carry on.
There ain't no problem with that. It's fine. It's cool that you like what you like. It's totally cool.
Yeah, what does he like? Describe it to me.
No.
Come on, tell me what.
No.
What it look like?
No.
Where'd it go?
I wouldn't know.
What that mouth do?
Fire upon this. But if that's what you like though, it's fine. Yeah. But it's a bit wild when you point out the fingers to other people. If that's what you like, it's cool. Then it's cool.
I don't think these dudes are actually, closeted. I think it's a funny joke considering how sus they are all the time. But I 1,000%. That being said, I 1,000% think that Myron sometimes doesn't like black people. I can't. If I do the accent for too long, I literally start becoming slower. What do you think when you've met people like this?
Met people like what?
That the self-hatred stuff.
I stay away from them.
Sure. But what have you observed about them? What would you tell the audience?
They're not happy.
Are they in denial?
Well, yes, they're not. Yeah, well, of course, because they don't want to look like. They know that the word self-hatred is not good, right? So they're not gonna admit that they are. Just like white people, when you tell them, that's racist, they know it's bad to be racist, so they don't want to be that. They don't want to admit that. Or even black people, they don't want to admit that it's racist. No, we can't be racist. We can't. So they just deny it.
Yeah, like we should get rid of white people. That's not racist. I can't be.
No, I can't be racist. It's not racist.
Okay,
like, okay, cool. That's crazy. What you just said is just crazy. Getting rid of people is crazy. Saying that is crazy. Whatever. In a vacuum or not, it's just crazy. Anyways, yeah, there's denial. Definitely denial there. Everybody thinks what they're doing is righteous. Everybody is the hero in their story.
Sure.
So whenever they go back, like, they got reasons, and because they got reasons, they have the right to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotions are valid. Yeah, sometimes your emotions is garbage.
That's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to kind of bring this up to you. What do you guys think about this archetype? Are you guys surprised to hearing the stuff you heard? Do you guys agree or disagree with our assessment? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm ever supporting the cause and the motherfuckers from that cause are talking about me that way,
I'm not supporting the cause.
I'm gonna be doing some soul searching.
Yeah.
What am I supporting that these people want to get rid of me? To me, I can't get over that fact.
Yo, that's crazy.
You are literally sucking off the dudes who want to get off this planet. Crazy.
Now you see that, right? I let that video play out because I really wanted to just let the information be uninterrupted as best as possible, right? Because Auburn Priest did a good job. They really made a very good video, right? I mean, it's really not much I can add on to it. I'm gonna be honest. So honestly, I recommend you to just even go watch that video just to give it a view, right? But I guess in conclusion, right? Myron Gaines is suffering from immense self-hate. This is what this is all about. This is why he does what he does. This is why he's on Twitter, like I said earlier in the video, on Twitter, on all these places, saying this racist shit he says because he wants to be white. But here's the thing, Myron Gaines, you will never be white. It does. I mean, you can crash out all you want about that and get mad at, like, I guess he's mad at black people. He's not white. He's taking his anger out on us. But bro, it's not our fault, dog. So you gonna have to take that up with somebody else. Go take it up with your parents, bro. I don't know who you would take it up with. You can't even blame them. You're gonna have to really get some serious mental help because your pursuit of whiteness has led you to utter destruction, right? Myron Gaines is going to keep spiraling out of control until there's nothing left. But that's really all I gotta say for this video, man. I really didn't have much commentary, to be honest, because like I said, Auburn Priest did a great job. So my next video though, it's gonna be a lot of commentary, because like I said in my next video, what I got planned. My next video is going to be about the truth of Nazism and shit in the cult and how that all goes hand in hand. But that's all I gotta say for this video. I'm out.